You've tuned in to the mammal frequency, that narrow band between reason and reverie, where the quiet hiss between your thoughts is not silence at all, but signal. Here the static carries stories unfit for tranquil minds. Each transmission, deliberate. Each tale a reflection offered in fractured glass, showing not what is whole, but what is true. Tonight we tune the dial once more. Another original dispatch drifts towards us, a descent into that vast and lightless sea of inquietude where the human condition flickers like phosphorescence beneath pressure. And we ask quietly, carefully, what it means to be human when the signal begins to warp.
They tell me to wait for him, wait for the right moment and everything to line up. The company calls this Project Sentinel. They say I'm neutralising a threat. A man who believes technology should be free and unmonitored, and they claim he blocks the cure. But the word cure is vague. But then again, I don't get paid to ask too many questions. Today I've been paid to fire one bullet, and one bullet is all I ever need. From this window, the city mirrors a circuit board. The streets are wet with rain reflection neon. There's blues and reds flashing from the windows and they bleed into each other. I can see the puddles reflecting advertisements from screens offering the distortion they deserve. Every passerby flickers like a cursor on my screen as I scroll through. They've given me a feed. My eyes, my optics are their sensors. I see everything. The steam rising from the coffee cup, that mole on the vendors shouting over the wind, the serial numbers on the delivery drones weaving between buildings. I turn to the plaza below. I zoom on the fountain and the individual water drops to focus, and I pull back just enough to see the mist catching the neon reflection, which makes the air shimmer like a rainbow. A small reminder of the beauty of nature. Holograms float above, dancing like insects, offering diets, cures and streaming services and identity upgrades. I breathe with the pulse of the city, attempting to become one with it. It's cold, wet, indifferent. I've worked alone for years, on rooftops, in abandoned scaffolds, but this is different. This is central. I'm too exposed here, and they are watching. I hate it. He's here, the politician. He walks with confidence, but not arrogance. Every smile, every handshake is calibrated and rehearsed. But the people cheer, the phones raise and the selfies flash. Every connection feeds into the network that I now carry. I am a ghost in their system. Funny thing about ghosts, I wasn't always one. I used to wear a uniform, marksman's division, long-range reconnaissance. Back then the rifle wasn't just a tool, it was a craft. Wind, breath, distance and patience. I studied the world before I touched the trigger. I learned how people moved, how they lied with their shoulders, how fear changed the rhythm of a walk. They told us the human eye was the best sensor ever built. And then the machines arrived. At first they were just assistants. The drones that hovered above the field, the satellites reading heat signatures through walls, algorithms predicting movement before a soldier even knew where he was going. We were told it would save lives, and it did, just not ours. Soon the decisions were happening somewhere else, in a command room hundreds of miles away, a clean table, a clean screen. A machine would highlight a target in red and someone would just then confirm. and then the missiles would fall from the sky. No wind, no breath, no hesitation, but no responsibility. I think back to that briefing when they rolled out the next system. Autonomous strike coordination. No human confirmation required. Just probability models and pattern recognition. They said that the battlefield had become too fast for people. I disagreed. Not politely. Insubordination, they called it. Official language is tidy like that. What it meant was simple. Pack your things and go. So I disappeared. There are still people who still prefer the old methods. People who don't trust satellites or predictive systems or corporate oversight committees. People who want something done by a human hand. I'll work the ports first. Quiet removals. The cargo disputes. The union wars that never quite made the news. Then I went into politics. Not the televised kind, the kind that happens in parking garages and half-lit stairwells. You know the ones. The work got quieter the deeper you went. Sometimes they didn't want a death to look modern. They wanted it to look traditional. One bullet. A witness who swore they heard it echo. A story the public could understand. The old tools, the old blame. And that's when Sentinel found me. They said this one needed to look simple. Lone sniper. Political enemy. A tragic act of violence. Something the public could point to. Something they could fear. I told myself I didn't care who paid. And that's the lie you start telling after a while. Truth is, something about this job felt wrong from the beginning. It's too visible, it's too theatrical, and they insisted on watching. I spent years avoiding systems like theirs, and now I'm plugged directly into one. Funny how that happens. I look back to the plaza, I see patterns. Pedestrians, journalists, the security, they're all playing their part. The sky above is grey, heavy with drizzle, and I hear the hum of the streetlights. I am the conduit. I am the observer. I am the trigger. He steps into the plaza, calm, smiling, unaware that he's in my sights. He waves at a child on the shoulders of his dad, shakes hands with a man selling newspapers, laughs at a joke just as that lens flashed. That was well timed. God, the people adore him, and I can sense the resentment of the network. I go on 3. 1, 2, 3. What? There's no bullet, no blood, just a stream of light. I hit him, but he's not falling. He's standing motionless. Is he in shock? There's no blood. Everything freezes. I see the phones begin to glitch, the lens flicker, the signs blink, the logo blooms blue, sharp, unnatural. The feed is spreading. And suddenly, every screen, every feed, every eye is looking at him. It's becoming theirs. The network is everywhere. No one moves. They're frozen. I expected chaos. I expected panic. I did not expect this. He's smiling. He's chanting. What's that? One network? One system? What the bloody hell is this? The people stop moving independently. They're joining in the chant. The phones, the AR lenses, the implants, they're all aligning. Everything outside the network is dying. The cars are stopping. The drivers exit and they're joining the crowd. Everything's becoming one frequency. Oh, I thought I was delivering freedom. I've just delivered a firmware. Oh, hang on. I'm not affected. Right, time to go. God, there's It's everywhere. Every screen, every reflection. I drop the gun and I tear the optic from my head. If I don't look at the screen, maybe I can get free. I cover my eyes with my hand and gently open my fingers just enough to gain a glimpse. I'm looking at the crowd below and they're looking at me. They're raising their arms. They're pointing right at me. Are they smiling? Jesus, are they waiting for a signal? Shit, what do? Oh my God, they're coming to run towards me. I'm trapped. I've got nowhere to go. I've got two choices. My left hand touches my phone, my right, my backup revolver. Shit, they're coming. Left or right? Left or right? I've got a choice. Left or right? Choice I never gave to so many others. The time is slowing. It's like I'm back looking down the sights. Left or right? What do I choose? It's now or never. They're nearly here. They're nearly here. They're nearly here. Left or right?
Project Sentinel complete. Operator integrated. The future is secure. The signal falters, thins, and our narrative relinquishes its shape, dissolving once more into the waiting hum. Tell me, did you sense it? That subtle tremor of recognition, a phantom familiarity brushing the edges of memory. Deja vu is not always repetition. Sometimes it's remembrance. Sometimes dispatches from the outer rim of evolution and imagination where instinct and intellect converge in uneasy congress. Out here frequencies are not confined to air. They drift across the abyss. Keep your dial receptive, and should you find yourself gazing into the static, do exercise restraint. It has been known to gaze in return